Do you want to know how to make sex better in your marriage? Who doesn't? Stay tuned. I'm a relationship expert. I'm a therapist. And because of that, I hear a lot about people's sex lives. I know it works and I know it doesn't work. You can have a good sex life, you can have a bad sex life. If you want to know how to have a good sex life, I'm going to tell you how in this video. First off, let's talk about things that are total good sex killers in a relationship. They destroy a healthy sex life. The first thing is pressure. When you pressure your partner or when somebody feels pressured, what do you know? It doesn't really turn them on. They're not jumping into the bedroom with you because they're feeling pressured. Now, this is a tricky one because if you're lacking intimacy, you're feeling like you're not getting enough sex, a lot of times your response is to try to force your partner to have sex with you. And you're actually shooting yourself in the foot. You're not helping yourself have a better sex life by applying pressure. The next thing that doesn't help in the bedroom is broken trust. You will have much better sex, much better intimacy if you have healthy trust. It's all about safety and security. When you have good sex, you're opening up, you're vulnerable, and you're there in the moment with that person. You won't want to do that if you don't have good trust in the relationship. The next thing that kills healthy sexuality in a relationship is selfishness. If your partner feels like you're there to consume them, to use them for your own benefit, that does not create healthy sexuality. It doesn't create intimacy and safety. So you've got to be careful that you're not there just to get your needs met. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be open about the things that you like and the things that you want to explore. That's not selfish. Selfishness is about trying to force them or control them or just flat out use them for your own needs. That doesn't help with a healthy sex life. I have more pointers for you. If the pointers that I've given you are helpful, then please share it with your partner because it'll be good for both of you to know these things. The next thing is a lack of emotional connection or intimacy. If you just want to connect physically for sex, that's a problem. It feels good. It can be awesome to have sex in just a physical way. But long term, it destroys the intimacy in the relationship. It's important that you have intimacy in all areas so that sex can thrive. So emotionally, spiritually, have those connections as well. Another thing that does not help for a healthy sex life is poor communication. If you are passive aggressive, if you don't voice up and ask for your needs to be met, if you can't communicate in a vulnerable, honest, authentic way, it becomes a problem because sex can be confusing and a lot of assumptions can be made and things can break down and triggers can happen and it can actually cause destruction. Sex can either be the best thing in your relationship or it can be one of the most destructive, and that depends on your healthy communication. There's one thing that doesn't help a healthy sex life, and that's resentment. Now, you could have angry sex, I guess that could be good, but long term, if you have a lot of resentment, you're gonna be wanting to get away from that person, not wanting to get closer to that person. So if you have a lot of resentment, you gotta do your other relationship work. You gotta learn how to work through those things, to be boundaried, to be honest, to communicate, so that you don't have that in the way between you guys for a healthy sex life. The last thing that destroys healthy sex in a relationship is just a lack of safety. Both partners need to feel safe, and your partner might feel safety different than you. So things like being private, having the lights off, making sure that you're both respected and both of your needs are met when it comes to feeling safe so that you can be vulnerable with each other. If your sex life is struggling, it's probably because of one or many of those reasons that I just listed off. So let's flip this on its head and talk about the things that actually work to create a healthy sex life in a marriage or a relationship. You need trust. You need safety. You need empathy. You need selflessness. You need patience. You need good communication skills. And you need healthy boundaries with each other. When you have these things in place, then sex is fun. It's an awesome opportunity for connection and intimacy on a real deep level. It's the best sex there ever is. as long as you have those things in place. These ingredients make it possible to explore, be wild, have fun, do different things together. Before you think that just spicing things up in the bedroom is going to solve your problems with your sex life, work on the foundational issues in your marriage. Work on these things, and then spicing it up becomes a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found it helpful. Now, I've developed a free resource that takes you way more into depth and gives you some real tools to reset your relationship. So please check out the link in the description for that free resource. See you next time.